Come on in my kitchen. I want to show you something. My name is Tabitha. Listen, what I'm going to tell you today is listen. Carlene has like 12 different personalities and they're coming out because we're all quarantined, okay? Come on in my kitchen and I want to show you how to make the bread that I was taught how to make as a little girl. You probably were taught it too, but I want to show you how to make this special bread. It's easy. You can do what you want to in your own house, okay? First of all, you're going to need a bowl. Any kind of bowl, it don't matter, but I'm going to tell you, I like the metal bowl because when you put it in a warm spot like in the oven, it rises better and it holds the heat better because you want to go ahead and get you one of these kind of bowls, okay? So what you're going to do first is you're going to need an all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour, that's good for you. You're going to need a sugar, just a little bit of sugar. You're going to need the fast-acting yeast for your bread to rise, okay? And you're going to need a rolling pin and a little salt for your bread. That's all you need, and a little oil. That's all you need. So I want you to go to the store and get your all-purpose flour, your oil, your salt. These things you already have in your cabinet, right? So you already have flour, you already have sugar, you already have oil. You may need to go and buy a yeast, you know, the dry acting yeast. That's all you need in a little warm water. Let me cut my water down because I was warming it up. And that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to put like a half a cup of water. I'm going to sit the bowl right there so I can show you what this is I'm going to do. So you're going to put the warm water, not hot water, a warm water. Just a little bit, like a half a cup, maybe a cup full. I think that's too much. I'm going to pour a little bit out. Just a little bit out. All right, that should be enough water. That's almost 1 cup full. So I'll put that there, and this is what you want to do. You want to go and you want to put your yeast in. You know, your dry acting yeast, your fast acting yeast. You're going to go ahead and put it in here like this. Just put it in like that, and then you're going to take and put a little bit of sugar in there. Like maybe like a teaspoon of sugar in there, because the sugar is going to help it rise and help the yeast to froth. When I say froth, you know, like a root beer that has a foam on top of the root beer. That's what you want to do on your yeast. That's what you want to happen. Okay, let me get that spoon, and I'm just going to stir it up just a little bit. I'm gonna sit it to the side, and I'm going to show you what's gonna happen. You see how it look now? You can't see the foam on top. Once you see the foam on top, and then it's actually ready for you to put into the flour mixture, okay? All right, so I'm going to sit that to the side right now. Then I'm going to show you how I make my bread. Okay, now you're going to use your all-purpose flour, okay? Come on in the kitchen. And when you get in here, you put shares so you can teach people how to make this bread, okay? You probably already know how to make it. If you don't, you can learn and you can help somebody else learn how to make it, okay? All right, so 1 cup of flour. Just 2 cups of flour will do. 2 cups of flour. If you need more, you can always add it later. Now you want to take and just put it like a pinch of salt in there. Not too much, just a little bit. That is all you really need. This and the yeast, you're going to make the best bread you ever had. You know that naan bread you buy from the store? It costs $4 a pack or something like that. I think it's $4. Whatever it is, you don't have to do that. You can make your own bread right here at home. Okay, you see what's happening? The yeast is starting to get thicker. And when it gets thicker and froth and foam on top, then you're going to have what you really need for that mixture, okay? So take a spoon and just stir it in just like this. Put it in just like this. And then I got to add oil in there. I have some oil I'm going to put in there, but I'm going to wait until that frothing up and it's thickened up and it gets like I want it. So I'm going to sit it to the side right now. And then I will pick that up in just a second. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and finish starting making my chicken salad. I had a rotisserie chicken yesterday. So here is my leftover chicken. So I'm just going to go and put the leftover chicken in there. All of it, like, ooh, that's a whole lot of, I don't know. Maybe I'll save something for something different. I don't know if I use that much. All right. So, in here, I'm just going to put the antioxidants. You know, the red onion. I have this is celery. All dump it in. I already chopped it really small. See, like that? Real small. Okay, however you like it, that's how you can do it in your own house. All right. I have the scallions, antioxidants, you know, vitamin A, vitamin K. All these vitamins are good for you, and everything is going to help you lower your heart disease, cholesterol, diabetes, all that stuff. So you want to eat like this. You put all that in there like that. And then I have some dried cranberries, okay? You know, those are real good for you to, everything I'm using right now is really good for you. Now, I may need to transfer this to a bigger container. I like the white, how it looks. Okay, so right now, I have, look, a parsley. Parsley is good for you, antioxidants, help you with inflammation. Dill. I have dill and I have parsley. You put them both in there like that. You put a little pepper, cracked black pepper, any kind of pepper you like in there, you do that. And you can put just a pinch of salt in there. That's really simple, really easy. Now, I'm going to set it to the side and I'm going to go ahead and cut my apple. I like to put an apple in there just to put a little bit of sweet in there. I like sweet in my chicken salad. If you like almonds, you can put almonds in there, but we have nut allergy here, so we don't use it in the house. So you dice your apple up like real small like that, and you just dump it right on in there like everything else, okay? You don't have to make it look pretty, but you just slice it just like you like it. And you put it all in the oven just like that. Oh, not in the oven, I'm sorry. All in your bowl just like that. Come on in the kitchen and come on in here and follow me. And when you get here, you push share. Please push share. All right? I appreciate you all. I want you to come in my kitchen and let's learn how to eat better so we can live a long time, eh? Now that you have that, you want to go ahead and squeeze a lemon, a fresh lemon, and you want to make sure you put the lemon juice inside and it keeps the apple from turning colors on you, okay? You get rid of that. Now you want to go in and put your mayonnaise in, okay? Out of any kind of mayonnaise you like. Just about a good 3 scoops. And mix it all in like that. Now I'm going to use this chicken salad to put on that special bread that I'm going to make for you today, okay? I'm going to set this to the side and let all these flavors marinate together. And then I'm going to show you how I make this special bread. That's what all you want, right? And once you make this special bread, you come on in here. I'm going to show you how to make this special bread. Okay. Let me give this a nice little stir here. I don't see nothing happening. It should be frothy. Okay. We're going to put it in just like that. It's nice and thick. I think that water may be a little warm, but that's okay. It's okay. So now you're going to start mixing it in just like that. Okay? Now you want to go and put a little bit of oil in there. Just a little bit. Maybe like you don't need a lot. Just a little bit of oil, maybe like a fourth of a cup of oil. And you're going to mix it up just like that. You want it to still be wet. You don't want it to be dry, okay? You don't want it to be dry. You want it to be like a big wet ball, but not too wet where it's not sticking together. You see how it's sticking together? That's what you want. And that's what size it's going to be when you put it in the warm spot. I got my oven on proof, and all I got to do now is cover this with a towel and put it in my warm spot for about an hour. When I take it out, I'm going to show you how it looks. Now, I already have one in there, so I'm going to take it out and I'm going to start it cooking for you, okay? Let me turn that stove on right there. Let it get nice and hot. You want a nice round pan so you can shape it any way you like it. And then once you shape it, you can go and make, any kind of shape you want if you like, okay? So I'm going to sit that to the side. I've been in a bread making mood. All right. So I'm going to move these things out of my way right now. Okay. Do I have a piece of cutter? I want a piece of, there's a piece of cutter. It makes it easy for it makes it real easy for me to make the slices for the bread. Okay, this is going to go in the oven, and then I'm going to take out the one that I made earlier. Look at that. You see how it's rise? Now I have a spoon there. Sometimes you can take and put a little spray on the spoon so it won't stick. So you want to have a real bad cleanup later, okay? You see how it rises? So you take and just go around the sides like that. Now this is when you want your clean surface. You want to make sure your surface is nice and clean. You're going to move everything out of the way. Make sure it's all dry there. Now you're going to have to put flour on your surface, okay? You have flour on your surface. You make sure that you put flour everywhere, all over the surface, right? Then you're going to take that dough. And by the way, this is a vegan bread. If you want to put an egg in there, you can put an egg in there. But I don't put an egg in mine. I like it flat, just like this. So now what you're going to do is make sure you got flour on your hand. You put flour all over your hand like that, right? And make sure you have a flour all over the surface so it won't stick, all right? You see how that stretch? That's what you want it to look like right there. That's what you want. You can always add a little bit of flour later if you need to. Make sure your hands, you keep them floured really good, okay? Now you can pick it up and it's not like a jelly, right? I love that. All right, so what you want to do now, make sure you have that piece of cutter or your knife or whatever it is that you want to use. Make sure that you have it nice and clean and dry because you don't want anything sticking to your bread, okay? So you put a little flour on it, and now you're going to go ahead and cut it however you want, right? You can cut it in however many pieces, 6, however, depending on how big you want to make your naan bread, okay? All right, usually I get 6 pieces out of that. That's good for me. Okay, now I just roll them around so they won't make sure that we have the flour in the middle so it won't be sticking to the pan, to the rolling pan, okay? Now, I have my pan getting nice and hot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the pan, just to cover the bottom of the pan. You see what I have here? Just a little bit. All you need to, ooh, that might be too much. Okay, I think I put too much in there, so now I got to get my paper towel. I usually keep a paper towel over here, and then I'll just like dry some of it out because I don't want too much oil in there, okay? So I just take some of that oil out of there. I just really want the bottom to be covered. Okay. All right. So now at this point, I'm going to make sure that I have my rolling pin. I have two of them, you have to make sure you have a rolling pin here, okay? My rolling pin is going to flatten it out and make it what size I want in my pan, okay? Are you ready? Okay, you have to make sure you put flour on there, and you have to make sure that it is not wet, because if it's wet, you're going to make it's going to make your dough stick to that, okay? Oh, maybe I didn't have enough flour there. I don't know. But that is what you want to do. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just have to be good, okay? So now you're going to take this. Look at, maybe I put it too thin. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Just like that. So now you're going to take and put oil on that side because you have oil already on the other side. So you just take and brush the oil. I'm using canola oil. That's what I like to use. Okay. This side is going to go face side up, okay? Face side up. Just like this. Come on over here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That way I don't have to put all back on top of, okay? Alright. So once it starts, you see the bubble get on the bread, that is when you're going to flip it. You know, like a pancake. When you get a pancake and you make a pancake and it gets a bubble with it, that's what you want to happen. That's what you want to happen when you make this bread, okay? I learned how to make this bread when I was a little girl. And listen, you can make this bread, and even if you want to, you can take the same bread and put it in the oven on 400 and make you a roll. I made them yesterday. They were so good, the kids would eat them. And listen, I also made some, homemade, what did I make that? Homemade hummus. You know, this is good for the hummus. If you are vegan, you can do that. Okay, so now you see the bubbles trying to get in there. So this is when I flip it over. I flipped it. Hold on, let me get a nice little grip on this. Make sure I have it nice and pretty for you. Okay, and this bread is really, really good. You can make sandwiches with this bread. You can just eat it with the hummus. You can eat it however you want. But I promise you, it's really good. So you should try this at home. Okay, now we flip it over. And all you have to do is flip it twice. One time down, flip, and take it out. That's all you need. You're just going to put a little brown on the side, but you want to keep it moist in the inside, right? So while that's cooking, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and start another one. You have to make sure that I flour this really good, okay? Why is trying to stick on there? I don't know. Get rid of that one and get you another one. Maybe that one is a little wet. I don't know. There. Okay, back over here to the stove. See, this is how you make the bread. And this is how the bread looks. See, that's how it looks. So now, you're going to start a new one. So, this is what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to put this one all side down. All side down. Okay? Because it's easier that way for me. And you just slap it down in the pan, and when you got it in there, you can bring your oil over here with you so you can brush this side so you don't have to keep doing that over and over and over again, okay? And that is how you make your flatbread out. Your naan bread, your pita bread, your however kind of bread you like. Now remember, you can put that in the oven and you can make a roll and make a nice sandwich if you want to. But this is going to make a sandwich for me today, okay? It's really simple, it's really easy. So I try to give you things that I know you have in your house and you can make this stuff on your own. So once you get that brown on there, that's when you're going to go ahead and flip it on the other side, okay? Now, I got to move back and forth because I'm still making the bread. I'm going to make about 6 of them. So I come back over here Get my next piece and roll it out, just like that. If you want to make shakes, you make shakes, but I want to make it really simple, okay? So, I'll let that sit for just a second. The only thing, you got to keep moving back and forth with this oil. That's the only thing you're doing. Once you get there, you take it back over there, let it sit right there, bring it back and forth, unless you got 2 containers you're going to use, okay? That's all you do. Oh, wait, this didn't get done on that side. Let me flip that back again, like that. Okay. Yes, these are so good. I want you to try them at home, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash my hands. That way I can show you how I make my sandwich. And then we can get out of here, okay? Today is Friday. I want you to have a really good day. Okay. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like the way it looks. Okay, I'll just put that to the side like that. Then I'll show you my bread. I'm gonna put, I got a mess. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do right here, okay? I'm going to show you how I'm going to make my chicken sandwich. I'm going to take that one right there. I got to grab my lettuce here, and I'm going to put a lettuce right there on the center, just like so. Because you want to make sure you have all your vegetables in there, right? So, your chicken salad, you just want to put right in there like that. Just like that. You see how good that looks? It was so good. You should try it. I wish you could try it. Here, let me give you some. This is a chicken sandwich with a fresh piece of bread I made, or the naan bread, however you want to call it. And then we'll just take a bite of it. We ask God to bless it so it'll be good to our bellies and good for us, and then that it'll help us get healed in our bodies with the food that we eat. All right, I'm going to take a nice bite of it. And first, I'll give you a bite. Lord, I ask you to bless it. Amen. Here, take a bite. I want you to have a bite for you, okay? Then I want you to make it, and then I want you to let me know how you like the sandwich. I have to pick it up first. Okay. I'm going to hold it like a banana boat, right? Look it. Come on and take a bite. Really good. That bread is absolutely amazing. What I want to do is continue to make the bread. Listen, I want all of you to stay safe. I want you to make sure that you eat healthy during this time. These are so good. Listen, it has a little bit of sweet in there. And if you want more sweet, you can always put like some honey on it. It's so good. An easy breezy sandwich for you, okay? That's so good. Okay, it's me, Carlene. Listen, my personalities are coming out. All of them. Quarantine got me going. At this point, I'm ready to get out of this house, and I'm ready to just scream, okay? But anyway, nonetheless, make this bread. It's real easy. It's real simple. When you go to the store, make sure you have flour. Make sure you pick up your sugar, whatever it is that you need, your yeast, and start making this stuff at home. All right? Now, this bread, you can leave it out because we don't have dairy in it. No eggs, no milk. You can leave it out on the counter for a couple of days, 2 days at the most. And then you want to put it in the fridge where it lasts about 4 days in the fridge. But if you want to prolong it and keep it at a longer time, you can put it in the freezer, okay? Real easy, real simple, it's quick, okay? And the kids can make it and they will love it. With everything, they can make pizza, they can make any kind of sandwich with this bread, okay? You can also use wheat. I made tons of bread yesterday. Tons and tons and tons of bread yesterday. Same recipe. Same recipe, and here is my bread. Look. I got wheat. That's why I didn't make wheat today. The kids like the naan bread. I got a lot of it here. So we're going to freeze what we made, a couple of them today. But this is what they eat on a daily basis. So I make it fresh. Make sure everybody got what they need. Listen. I'll see y'all next Tuesday in the kitchen. And Tuesday and Friday. And then Monday and Wednesday. We're just talking about life. All right? I hope y'all stay safe. But most of all, I want you to go in and laugh, because laughter does your heart good, just like a medicine, all right? This is just one more character. Hey, don't judge me. I'm having fun. Y'all have a good day. I love y'all. Bye.